Hello, good morning, good evening, whatever time of the day you come across my video. I am Jana, the mother slash creator of Jay's Aesthetic Jewels, my small jewelry business. So I have made a small mistake. This is where my error came from. So I thought this was a good idea to ship out my bracelets in. How you send out a letter where you write your name and address, the person's name and address, and then a stamp. And thank the Lord, my father is my first customer. He was the first one to place an order with me. Thank you, Daddy. I love you so much. And I asked him, did you get your bracelets yet, or got any notification on the estimated shipping date and when you should expect it to be delivered? He said no. And so I was trying to figure out, is this the best way to ship them out? And I got 2 more orders after that too. One from my close friend and one from my friend also. And I wanted to ensure that they got their orders. So take these off. So I went to the post office and I told them, I'm a baby. I'm starting off. This is my first time starting a jewelry business, and I want to know, is this the best way to send them out? The man said no. What you should have done in the first place was these bad boys, which is a padded envelope. Why did I think of that? I don't know, because these were cheaper. These are a little pricey, but it makes so much more sense now because you can fit a whole lot more in here. Ensure better and proper protection, and when that time does come that I can afford them, I can put a shipping label on here too. And so, Mr. Post Office Man told me that if I did it the way I thought was a good idea, they would get lost, they would get stolen, and that they would be shipped back over to me, which it was. So I did ship out their bracelets over to them. They got their orders. Thank you for shopping with me. But now it's like I had to calm myself down because I was frustrated. I was like, I should have known, I should have asked before buying all these envelopes and stamps, is this the best way to do it? But you know what? It is a-okay. I am learning. It's a process that I'm learning by myself that I can ask people for. And if I make a mistake, I just learn from it. But a miracle happened this morning. So I talked to my father and told him the whole situation, and thankfully I got his order back. I was hoping it wouldn't get lost and that I'll have to remake the bracelets for him, which I honestly wouldn't mind doing, but that's just a lot of trouble that I didn't want my father to go through, because what if that was a regular customer? What if this was a stranger who was ordering from me for the first time and they're going through all this trouble because I didn't know what I was doing? I know what to do now, thank the Lord. But it's just, I'm still trying to get over it, but I'm okay. I'm learning from my mistakes. So when I told him about my situation and that I'll have to either print out a shipping label from Etsy or go to the post office and they print one out for me, which is a little pricey, but it's okay. I told him that in the future I'm gonna have to get a printer because I don't have one at the moment, so I'll either have to write them out and bring it to the post office, or they print one out automatically for me. Here is the miracle that I am mad at my father for doing, but also very grateful. My daddy bought me a shipping printer, and stickers and labels for them. Do you not know how mad I am at him for it? Because I wanted to do it on my own. This is something that I want to do on myself because I'm a big girl. I'm a grown woman. I do grown woman things. But no, my father loves me so much. He bought one for me. Like, oh my God. I'm still not over it. I love my father so much. Like, he's helping me out so much with this business I'm doing. And without him, I wouldn't have had my first customer. I wouldn't have learned from my mistake of this is not the way to do things. And I wouldn't be able to print out labels quicker and easier and cheaper without him. So, Daddy, and happy Father's Day almost as well to you, but whew, thank you so much for saving my skin and doing all of this for me as well, because if not, I'd be in trouble and I would lose a loyal customer, which I do not want to happen. So from my mistake, I made another mistake. I have all these little baby envelopes that I have no use for now, since I can't put my bracelets in here. So what I'm thinking of doing is, depending on how small my order is, I can fit everything in here and then stuff it in here for extra protection, I guess, since I threw away the box and the receipt, so I can't even return them. And now I have a stack of envelopes that I can use for something else then. Maybe not for bracelets to ship individually, but I can do it for that. Maybe I might have like a small letter to ship off to someone, because I also bought, man, I bought a whole thing of envelopes and they're Scooby-Doo. I can't even use them. But you know what? We live to learn. We learn from our mistakes, but it's okay, because I can still make use for them and figure out a way to make things work out for the best. It is A-okay. Optimism is key. This is what I told myself. This is trial and error. I will come across these and I will conquer them. I will not give up. If I get frustrated, I will take a breather. Tell myself it is okay. You are learning. This is not the end. It is not over. You will be okay. And that's what I'm telling myself right now. I'm gonna be okay. I'll be alright. Actually, one thing my father taught me was, in case I encounter something like this with somebody who is a customer of mine, don't treat them like a customer where, oh, you're buying my bracelets, here you go. No. Treat them like a client. Build a personal relationship with them. Let them know, I'm not just making this business just because. I'm making this because this is something I care about and that I'm passionate about, and that I want to ensure that all my customers are happy and satisfied with their orders. So an example is with my situation in shipping off the wrong method or using the wrong shipping method. Reach out to the client, apologize for the inconvenience, and offer this and more if they wish to do so. That way I can have them coming back in more, learn from my trials and errors, and hopefully allow them to bring in more customers my way. That way they can trust me and not think, oh, I shouldn't order from her again because of this mistake that she made and that she needs to do better next time. Which is true. I do need to do better next time. But I'm learning from that mistake that I made, because with this, I can ship it off properly, and I'm gonna give my father a little extra more because I love him so much and I'm so grateful for him. And that's a client of mine. He's not just my father who's helping me out, he is also a client because I care about the people who are buying from me, because A, they didn't have to, B, they could have ordered from somebody or somewhere else, and they really went out of their time of the day to order from little old me. So I have to show them that I'm very grateful for you, supporting my small business, because you could have gone somewhere else and probably had a better experience, but I will give you an even greater one and then some. I also got myself a little shipping drawer, that way I can keep everything all nice and organized, which I will show you in a quick second. Ta-da! This is just an organizer that I bought from Walmart for $14, not too expensive or too cheap for me, but it's okay. In this top drawer, I cut up and put all my tissue paper in, the ones that I use to wrap up my orders, which I'm gonna redo this one because this was shipped back to me. This is what my father ordered, so I'm gonna make it look nice and neat, little buddy. In this drawer here, I have my shipping envelopes and some boxes just in case somebody buys a bulk order, which honestly, I would be blessed if someone got a whole bunch of bracelets from me at once. And here are some of my mistakes. I have my little envelopes in here, which I'm not gonna really use, but I can find a use for them. I have my Scooby-Doo stamps in here, which I can maybe use if I'm gonna send off a letter to someone. A love letter, thank you letter, whatever letter will make my life better. Okay, I have this masking tape, but I use this to hold down my string when I'm making my bracelets, that way it doesn't slide everywhere. These are neon sticker dots that I use for something else that I can show you in another video. These are my labels and my super glue that I use to glue down the knot on my bracelets. That way they don't unravel and they break, which is something I would not want to happen. And I keep everything nice, neatly organized on my desk. Now, baby girl looks boring, so I'm gonna redecorate her, make it look all nice and pretty and pizzazzy. I'm gonna end this video on a quick little note, two quick little notes actually. One is shipping and one is mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Go to the post office first, ask Mr. Postman or Miss Postwoman and ask them what is the best method to ship out my business. Should I do it this way? Should I print out my labels this way or write them out? That way you don't make the same mistake that I did, which thankfully, once again, I'm glad it was my father who placed his order for the first time with me. That way, if it was an actual stranger / client of mine, they don't get upset with me and understand that this is my first time running a business, so I ask for a little bit of patience, please. Also, when you are making a mistake, it's okay. We're not perfect. We all make mistakes. It's just learn from that mistake. That way, you don't do it again like I did. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Go to the post office, ask them for advice, make sure you're doing things right. Build a relationship with your clients. That way they know you care about them, you care about your business, and you're not doing this just for the profit. You're doing it because, well, I'm doing it because I care. I want people to actually enjoy the bracelets and future jewelry that I make. So this is Jana ending off this unfortunate video, but I learned from my mistakes. I know what to do next time. So I'm Jana with Jay's Aesthetic Jewels. My Etsy link will be in the description box below, and I look forward to crafting for you. Thank you and bye bye.